Hey, it's Sela Social Studies.
Hey guys, welcome back to CLS Social Studies. So today we're going to be covering the Judiciary Act of 1789 and why the Judiciary Act was so important. It was very important. It's another one of those pieces of legislation that really helps push the nation forward. So these state delegates were very busy in 1789. The state delegates creating our nation. They met at the Constitutional Convention and revamped a broken government. They created new laws, and they figured out how to raise revenue. Another major piece of legislation that arrived that year was the Judiciary Act. Now, the Judiciary Act of 1789 was authored by Senator Oliver Ellsworth of Connecticut and William Paterson of New Jersey. It's officially titled an Act to Establish the Judicial Courts of the United States. The act was signed into law by President George Washington on September 24th, 1789. But why was it needed? The Constitution set the stage by creating the three branches of government: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. The Judiciary Act of 1789 was responsible for creating and organizing the new federal court system and created the position of the Attorney General, a position of the presidential cabinet that is nominated by the president and approved by Congress. The Attorney General is also the head of the Justice Department. But again, why was the act needed? Why was it so important? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. When the Constitution created the judicial branch that houses the court system was only sketched out in general terms, giving no real instructions on how to properly use the new court system. The Judiciary Act of 1789 established a three-part judiciary system that was comprised of smaller district courts, a mid-level circuit court, and the Supreme Court. It would also outline the structure of each court and its jurisdiction. When the framers outlined the act, they knew that it was not a perfect system and that it would surely be amended in the future as courts expanded and responsibilities changed. Even though the Judiciary Act had been amended many times, the basic structure has largely remained intact. Now, how did it divide the nation? The act divided the country into 13 districts with one court and one judge located in each. There were also attorneys that would be responsible for criminal actions and civil lawsuits located in each district. These were considered the smaller courts. And above the district courts was the mid-tier court system, the circuit courts. Section 4 of the Act states, "And be it further enacted, that before mentioned districts, except those of Maine and Kentucky, shall be divided into 3 circuit courts, and be called the Eastern, the Middle, and the Southern Court. And that there shall be held annually in each district of said circuits 2 courts, which shall be called circuit courts, and shall consist of any 2 justices of the Supreme Court, and the district judge of such districts, any 2 who shall seem to constitute a quorum, provided that no district judge shall give a vote in any case of appeal or error from his own decision, but may assign the reasons of such his decision." The act also established the foundation of the Supreme Court. In Section 1, the act states, "The Supreme Court of the United States shall consist of a Chief Justice and 5 Associate Justices." The act would continue for 35 sections that would explain things like how the Supreme Court could settle disputes between the states, and any decision made by the Supreme Court is final. So it was very important that the Judiciary Act of 1789 was passed in order for the United States to move forward with the judiciary branch. What was going to be its purpose? How was it going to run? These were very important questions that needed to be answered. I'll see you next time.